So what is the competitive edge to getting promoted? Because realistically, for most of us, me included, there will be several rungs on the ladder that you are climbing up to get into the dream job. So you will need to get promoted several times. That's a safe assumption. So I'm going to give you 3 actions that you must take, and then 4 qualities you must develop. So stay with me. We're going to move through this quickly because this stuff is really simple. I hit the mic again, Joe. It happens. It's right there. I'm going to give you 3 actions that will help you get promoted, and I'm going to give you 4 qualities that you must develop that will help you get promoted. Okay? Here they are. The first action, and we're going to put them on the screen for you. The first action is know your job. Know your job. This is getting very clear on what is expected of you. At Ramsey Solutions, everybody in the building, 1,000 plus of us, has a 1-page descriptor of what we call key responsibility areas, right? So this is what Ramsey Solutions expects of me in the job I'm in. This is what a win looks like. I must do these things, and I must do them well. This is huge. You would think that a lot of people, this is a standard practice. It's not. So I don't care what level you are on in your career, whether you're a newbie coming out of college, or you're a veteran, or you're a senior citizen, whatever the situation is here. The point is that we must all be very clear on what our leader expects of us. Know your job. Some people they kind of come in, they have a general idea, and 6 months in, they're having problems, and it all relates to, well, I was never really super clear. And we have poor leaders out there, folks, poor management. So it's on you to make sure that from the moment you accept the job, prior to that, and from that moment on, that you and your leader are both on the same page. You know your job. That's clarity. Number 2, action you must take. You must accept your job. It may not be the dream job. Many times it is not. As I said, there will be multiple promotions you will need to get. So you're not there. How do you get the next rung on the ladder? How do you get there? Obviously, know your job, but you got to accept it. Have an attitude of gratitude. Hey, I would have gnawed my right arm off to get to Ramsey Solutions when I got here. I was thrilled to get here. And so when I came in, I was not a Ramsey personality. I was not doing the dream job, but I was really, really close. I had moved up several rungs, but I had to prove myself. I had to pay my dues. I had to do many, many things that would put me in a position to step into this, my dream job. And so I had to accept that in order for me to get where I am now, I was going to have to fill another role and do it very well. So I accepted my job. This was an attitude issue, an attitude of gratitude. Number 3, action. Maximize your job. While you're very clear on the first action of what is my job, know your job, you must go above and beyond what is on the page and not do it and then go, hey, can I get a little more money? No. It's, these are the expectations. You go above and beyond the expectations. Look for opportunities to add value in places where you aren't expected to be, and help coworkers and add value to your leader in ways that is not required or expected. This is what gets you noticed for the right things. So know your job, accept your job, maximize your job. Now, what are the 4 qualities that you need to have while doing these 3 things? That these actions and these qualities as they come together make you almost a lock to be promoted in a good culture. So some of you are going to go, Ken, well, I feel like I'm doing these things and I feel like I'm being these things in the qualities and I'm not getting promoted. You're not in a healthy culture. So this could be a nudge for you. But in a healthy culture, this will get you promoted. Here are the 4 qualities. Going to run through these quickly. Number 1, likable. This is just being a good human being, being nice, being thoughtful. Just be likable. Just be likable. There's so many talented people in the world that just aren't likable, and that's why they don't get ahead. In other words, don't be a jerk. All right, quality number 2. By the way, before I move on, each one of these qualities, you can develop this. If you're not likable right now, by the way, do some homework. Talk to some people who will be honest with you. Go, how likable am I on a scale of 1 to 10? If you're a 5, 6, or 7, there's some room to grow here, and be specific on what that is. You can increase your likability and make up for where you've not been likable. All right, number 2 quality, be coachable. Now, what I mean by be coachable is being able to handle with the right spirit 2 key things for growth. 1 is instruction. As we move in and up, we will always need to receive instruction, training, insight, guidance. That's instruction. That's what I mean. All right? Receive it with some humility. Even if you think you don't need it, receive it with a great spirit. The second thing is correction. Now, all of us will make mistakes or sometimes poor decisions. There's a difference between the two. Okay? A mistake is I'm doing it and I'm trying my best to do it and I mess up. A poor decision, that's a people issue. That's a poor decision. I had a lapse in judgment. Difference between mistake and poor judgment. All right. So when we need correction for either of those 2 things, again, a spirit of humility. I know I blew it. Take responsibility for blowing it. Learn what you need to learn and apply it and fix the issue so it's not a reoccurring problem. So that's what I mean by be coachable. Receive instruction and correction well. The 4th quality is be honorable. This is about integrity, high character. High character. Be honorable. Oh, excuse me, I skipped one. Goodness gracious, I was only. You got to be reliable is the 3rd one. Excuse me, the 3rd one is reliable. So here's what that is. So since I got them out of order, reliable is, can people count on you? When you say you're going to be there and do what you need to do, you got to be reliable. We all can get a little wiggly on this sometimes, but you've got to be reliable. If you've got, it doesn't mean the mess up every once in a while. Okay, when you're late for a meeting or you forget something, I'm talking about, can you be counted upon to do what people who depend on you are expecting you to do? So likable, coachable, reliable, honorable. Those 4 qualities, which you can develop those and get better in each. So assess yourself in those areas. How likable am I? How coachable am I? How reliable am I? How honorable am I? This idea of integrity and high character in all that you do. And you need to be a 9 or a 10. If you're not a 9 or a 10, you've got some room to grow. And you should be aiming for 10s here. And that person is always, again, going to stand out for those actions and those qualities. And that is all you focus on. If you do that, guess what? The promotions will seek you out. New job opportunities from outside the building will seek you out. See, that's another form of promotion. And let me throw in the small business application here. For those of you who are in a side hustle and you want to turn into a full-time gig, you are this way to your clients. You know your job, you accept the job, and you maximize it. I'm starting out small. I only got a small customer base. I'm going to do this and only this. I'm going to focus on that. And I'm going to have these qualities. So my customers see this. They will promote you to other customers. Hey, I use this guy over here. I use this gal over here. This business is great. That's the idea of getting promoted. This is not just a principle. This path is not just for the individual. It's also for the small business owner. So understand those actions and those qualities. Knocking on the door. You open it up. Oh, this is a promotion. How about that? I had my head down with these actions and developing these qualities. And looky here, opportunity has come a-knocking.